Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to First Responder Broadcasting's presentation of Georgetown Eagle basketball. We're live here on the road tonight in Pflugerville, Texas at Weiss High School. The Weiss Wolves, the home team tonight in battle here in the 23 district action. Second time these two teams will meet this season. The first time was back on January the 3rd. Georgetown victorious back at Georgetown High School, 69-59. As they won it for the first time. Head-to-head meeting between these two schools was back on January 3rd, and Georgetown pulled out the 10-point victory. How does that equate to today? We don't know. This team from Weiss is gotten right. They're back to 4-4 after starting out down 1-4, I believe, in the district, 1-3 in the district, and then have kind of righted that ship. Their last game, let's see here, they're on a 2-game winning streak now, and so an opportunity here for them to jump Georgetown in the standings. Georgetown would fall if they lose tonight to 4-5 in district. Weiss would jump to 4-4, and so every game now. I was talking with EJ Sanchez. He's with Texan Live here for Pflugerville ISD's broadcast. Everybody is in this playoff race outside of two teams. Eastview is going to be your district champions. Elgin is not going to qualify for the playoffs. But every other team, Hendrickson, Georgetown, Conley, Pflugerville, and Weiss, are all battling for 2, 3, and 4 slots to go to the playoffs. And it's every night is a playoff game in this district for the rest of the season. Georgetown schedules looks like this tonight here at Weiss, and then we'll have Friday off. Tuesday on the 4th, we'll have Pflugerville come into Georgetown High School. Holden Tuma will have that call as I'll be out of town, and he'll be joined on the camera and running things by my wife, Jerry Ann Harmon. And then on the 7th, we'll welcome in Conley on that Friday night. I'll be back to call that game for senior night back against Conley. And then the final game of the season in regular district play will be on the 11th of February at Eastview on that Tuesday night. And that will be a battle as Georgetown and Eastview, no matter what the schedule, no matter what the setup, will be a battle. And Georgetown would like to even out the head-to-head series as we fell 75-70 back to Eastview at home just a few days ago on January the 17th. Georgetown comes in 19-11 overall, 4-4 in district play. The Wolves come in 12-17, 3-4 in district play on a 2-game winning streak. They were off on Friday, and now they are back in action tonight. Georgetown here at Weiss. Conley is on the road at Elgin, and Pflugerville is on the road at Hendrickson. The referees have met out or come back onto the field now in a 3-man crew, and they'll meet with the captains out on the court for your Georgetown Eagles. Number 2, Q Presley. Number 25, Ryan Dupre. And number 44, Evan Mayhew. For the Weiss Wolves, it's number 5, Makai Bryant, the starter, the big man for the Weiss Wolves at the middle circle with the referees. 5:15 remaining here in the warm-up period as these two teams get ready to do battle. It'll be fun to watch the other contest tonight, and that is Pflugerville at Hendrickson. That's a big one. Conley at Elgin. Elgin can get hot, and they beat Hendrickson just a few nights ago, and so you've got to watch that contest. Elgin can play spoiler for a lot of these teams here in the last couple of weeks of play, and so those games will be fun to pay attention to tonight as Elgin is at home against Conley. You get Tyson McFarland, Bermudez, and several of those players for the Wildcats going. They are capable of lighting it up and getting things put on points on the scoreboard. They did it against Hendrickson after being down by double digits and came back and took them to an L. And so Elgin is dangerous. You got to watch for them, and they can play spoiler for several of these teams. The Weiss Wolves come in as the home team. Their head coach is Brandon Green. Assistant coaches Greg Brown, Jonathan Darnell, and Josue Flores. They are in the home whites tonight. White shorts, white jersey tops outlined in maroon for the Wolves. Your Georgetown Eagles head coach, David Canfield. Assistant coaches, Peter Stackman, Kyle Gandy, and Robert Havens. They are the visitors there in the all-black uniforms. Black shorts, black tops, outlined in blue with the gray numerals on the back and gray capital block print lettering on the front, EFND, above the gray numerals on the front of the black jersey tops for your Georgetown Eagles. The Weiss Wolves will start off this way tonight on the ballgame. Their starters as selected by head coach Brandon Green. At guard, a 6'1 senior, number 4, Brian Phelps. At forward, a 6'5 senior, number 5, Makai Bryant. At guard, a 6'2 senior, number 10, Makai Stewart. At guard, a 5'9 senior, number 11, Ethan Munoz. And at forward, a 6-foot senior. Correction, I missed one. At center, a 6'8 senior, number 30, Blake Wilson. So the Wolves will go with Phelps, Bryant, Stewart, Munoz, and Wilson. They do have a couple of players out tonight. They've had some issues here at school. Talking to one of the security officials here at Weiss High School, a longtime friend. 4 fights on the campus today, so things just off right now. Amongst the schools and in education, we've got it's just unreal right now to see what's going on, but a big day here at the campus, and so a couple of players out. Not saying they were associated with the fights, but they are out tonight. Just some issues in amongst the team, as I was enlightened to, and so that is what they will be short tonight. But you want to look at Brian Phelps. He came off the bench in the first head-to-head meeting between these two teams and lit it up for 28 points. Micaiah Bryant led the way of the starters with 16 points. The Eagles kept the 6'8 senior Blake Wilson scoreless in that ballgame. Not really effective against the 6'9 Evan Mayhew. So that'll be another matchup to watch tonight as the 6'8 Wilson. Not many schools have a person near the same height as Evan Mayhew to do battle. And so that will be interesting to watch, as now we're joined by Holden Tuma that makes it in. 2 minutes remaining. What a show up there. And Holden, it every night I was talking about, and I got to visit with E.J. Sanchez of Texan Live calling the game for the Pflugerville ISD. Every game's a playoff game at this point for Georgetown, Weiss, Hendrickson, Pflugerville, Conley. These teams have to win. The one's locked up. Elgin is not in the playoffs. You've got 5 teams vying for 3 spots every night. Is almost a must-win at this point.
Yeah, we talked about it last week where Georgetown lost that game at home to really kind of set themselves backwards in a big way, because now it is a total clump of teams at 4-4 and 3-4. Georgetown now with the 3 seed. Hendrickson jumped them with a head-to-head win. But like you're talking about, because of how clumped up these teams are, every game is going to be win. You have to win these games because there's not enough games to make up lost ground at this point. You only have about 3 or 4 games left on the schedule, and so you have to take care of business quickly. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in a position where you need outside help, and that's not where any team wants to be.
Every game is that playoff game, and Elgin, knowing they're not in the playoffs, can play spoiler. They hurt Hendrickson just a couple of weeks ago when they beat Hendrickson down by double digits, came back to beat them. McFarland, Bermudez, the Wildcats can light it up. They can get hot, and so it'll be fun to watch. Even the contest with Elgin, they can play spoiler, and they have an opportunity tonight. They host Conley. That'll be fun to keep up with, but Pflugerville at Hendrickson, a big matchup there. Hendrickson sitting at 4-4, Georgetown at 4-4, Conley, Pflugerville, and Weiss all at 3-4. Those 3-4 teams need wins. They can't afford to continue to fall back of the other teams and yet separate themselves this late. Georgetown with just 3 games remaining after tonight. Your starting lineup for the Georgetown Eagles as selected by head coach David Canfield. At guard, a 6'1 senior, number 2. You know him. It's Q Presley. At guard, a 6-foot junior is back, number 11, Nick Hansen. At wing, the 6'3 senior, number 23, Davin Sedgwick. The other wing, a 6'6 senior, number 25, Ryan Dupre. And the man in the middle, the big man, the 6'9 senior, number 44, Evan Mayhew. So the Eagles respond in their starters, Presley, Hansen, Sedgwick, Dupre, and Mayhew to start things out tonight against the Weiss Wolves. The warm-up time is over. The PA announcer is almost ready, and we will get ready for the national anthem here live at Pflugerville High School. Just want to give you all a test there, the drum roll. Be ready for it. We'll go to the national anthem, and then we'll get ready for the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. Going to listen to the PA announcer here for just a second. And now to our national anthem. live here at Weiss High School. We'll get ready to try to go to the PA announcer for tonight's starting lineups live here at Weiss High School. And get ready for the jump ball. Live here at Weiss High School, we get ready to go. The Georgetown Eagles, the visitors. Weiss Wolves, the home team, is Weiss in the all-white uniforms, maroon numbers, maroon outline there for the Wolves. And it looks like Wolves in capital, or in a kind of a capital slanted print lettering across the front and maroon above the maroon numbers. And it'll be Blake Wilson, the 6'8 senior, number 30, to jump against Evan Mayhew, the 6'9 senior for Georgetown, wearing number 44. And I talked to Coach Canfield before the game. Out-hustled against Hendrickson. A lot of flat feet. Not a lot of moving the feet. You got out-hustled. A big loss there. Important tonight for Georgetown to shake that early and try to get up on the Weiss Wolves.
Especially because they are the road teams. You have to come out with a lot of energy to negate the home field advantage.
Jump ball, doubled up. Sent across. Phelps will tip it back to Munoz. And here come the Weiss Wolves of the first possession. Munoz will push through to the right for the Wolves, signaling out the offense. Mekhi Bryant on the left wing, dribbling against Ryan Dupre. Looks for a high screen, gets it down the lane, up and under around Mayhew. In and out it goes. Rebound by Wilson. He'll dump it off to Stewart, and he'll bring it outside. Throw it up top to Phelps, and the Wolves reset. 7.5 minutes remaining. Phelps off a high screen from Wilson. Back off of it. The runner up. It's a contested shot. The rebound by Sadwick is knocked out of his hands by Wilson off of Georgetown. Wolves will inbound, 7:25 remaining.
Saw this a lot last week against Hendrickson. A lot of offensive boards, second chance, third chance, opportunities to score here for the Weiss Wolves.
Bryant to dribble, drive, spin, block shot. What a defensive play there by Ryan Dupre. And Q Presley has it for Georgetown as Mayhew came away with the block. Presley across the timeline, covered tightly by Stewart, gives it off to Dupre. Right wing, Sedgwick has it there. Up top to Hanson, fakes the three, holds on to it. Goes into Mayhew, right elbow. He'll spin, go around Wilson, loses the ball. Presley tracks it down on the baseline, and a reset with 6:55 remaining. Shake and bake on Stewart, drives the baseline, splits defenders, shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound by Wilson. The ball knocked free by Q Presley, and they'll whistle the foul there. That'll be the first on Q Presley, first on Georgetown, and Weiss gets the ball back. But you love the hustle play, Holden, right off the bat there. Mayhew lost the ball, but there came Q Presley through to recover it and keep it offense, at least to get a shot off for Georgetown.
And it's not something we saw a lot of early against Hendrickson, so it's a good start for the Eagles.
Phelps down the right side, kicks it out. Stewart covered by Q Presley. Will give it to Mekhi Bryant, but it's outside his reach into the backcourt. It'll be a backcourt violation. Turnover on the Wolves. Georgetown will get it back with 6:33 remaining here in the first quarter. 0-0 your score.
Something going to be interesting to watch. There are a lot of Weiss cheerleaders making a lot of noise early for the home team, and so that's going to be something that's going to be in Georgetown's ears all game long.
Q Presley to inbound, gets it into Mayhew. Up top to Dupre, reset, 6.5 minutes remaining. Left wing, Hansen fakes the three, pulls up, left elbow jumper, short off the rim. Rebound tipped out to Stewart, ahead to Mekhi Bryant. Bryant's going to drive all the way down on Dupre. The layup contested, no good. But the putback there, I don't know who you credit that to. It's a 2-point bucket. I guess Blake Wilson may have got that. We'll give it to him to start. And it's a 2-0 lead for the Wolves. Q Presley, right elbow, will back it up. Up top to Sedgwick. Sedgwick back to Presley, right wing. He'll quick fire a three over Stewart. It's up, long, no good. Off the back iron, rebound to Mekhi Stewart, and here come the Wolves. 5:50 remaining, first quarter. Munoz, top of the key, stops there. Now it'll back it out and reset the offense for the Wolves. Looks over towards Coach Green and gets the offensive sign. And now Munoz will set the offense in motion. 5:40 remaining, dribbles right wing. Now back up top. A lot of miscommunication. A different starting lineup for the Wolves. Mekhi Bryant, he'll drive down. Mayhew makes him adjust his shot. No good. Rebound to Dupre. Kick it out. Q Presley, he'll go up and under, and he'll draw the foul. Shot's no good. We'll see who they get the foul on. I believe it's on Blake Wilson or Phelps. They're going to give it to Phelps. A big foul there for Brian Phelps, his first, team first. And Q Presley goes to the free throw line for 2 shots.
And it's not really foul they needed because Wilson was trailing him, and he's 6'8", so that shot more than likely is going to be blocked because of the hesitation that Q has to attempt when he's going to make the move. So if he played off him, it's probably a block and no free throw opportunity.
Q's first free throw, short off the front rim, no good. 5:25 remaining here in the first quarter. 2-0 early, the Wolves lead it. Presley's second free throw on the way. This one is good. And Georgetown gets off the 0. 2-1. Georgetown trails by 1. 5:20 remaining. Munoz will bring it across the timeline. Right side up top to Mekhi Bryant. Mekhi will hand it off to Phelps off a screen. Dribbles down to the left side, left baseline. Up and under. It's a contested shot. No good. Mayhew ahead to Sedgwick, ahead to Dupre, right wing. Dupre dribbles there. Holds, picks up the dribble. It's knocked free. Gets his dribble back. Step back three over Mekhi Bryant. High arcing. God! Ryan Dupre knocks down the high arcing three over Mekhi Bryant, and Georgetown leads it 4-2.
He made that look easy. That is a tough shot. That's a tall defender on him, and a step back, fading backwards with your momentum. What a shot.
Phelps has it left wing, up top to Wilson. Back to Phelps off the screen. Gives it off to Stewart in the corner. Dribbles off a screen, right elbow. Pass deflected by Dupre. Bryant will run it down, and the Wolves will reset with 4.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Bryant on the right wing, dribbling against Dupre. Both of these talented players playing one-on-one against each other. A battle to watch all night. Munoz gets off a screen, fires the left-handed three. It's no good, and a big rebound there by Davin Sedgwick. He'll give it off to Q Presley. The right side pressured heavy by Stewart in the backcourt. 4:10 remaining as Presley dribbles past Stewart. Down to the right wing. Goes down to Mayhew on the baseline. On Wilson. Into the lane. Spins up and under. Shot block. Mayhew gets it back. Reverse layup. Good. Evan Mayhew wins that first battle. He now has 2 in the ball game, and the Eagles lead it 6-2. Phelps over to Munoz. Right side. He'll push Phelps through. 3:45 remaining. Off the screen. Munoz into the lane. Step back. Kicks it out. Stewart kicks it up top to Munoz. He'll drive in all the way, drops it low to Wilson, and Wilson lays it up as Mayhew had stepped towards Munoz. And Blake Wilson answers with another bucket. He now has 4.
Up until that point, Mayhew's been doing a great job defensively in the paint, but that was well executed by distracting the big man, drawing him out to the guard, and passing it to the open man.
Q Presley drives, cut off, up top, Dupre. Thinks about the three. Now he'll take the high-arcing NBA three. Short off the front iron. Wilson comes away with the rebound, and here comes the Wolves. Munoz across the timeline, left side. Looks to drive, picks up the dribble. Pass up top to Bryant. Shakes a man, now drives in, spins in the lane. Travel, no call. Throws it up and under, no good. Rebound tip free by Dupre into the hands of Mayhew, and Georgetown has it. Hands it across to Presley, across the timeline, right side, 2:55 remaining. Down on the baseline to Dupre. Drops it into Mayhew, right block, will spin in the lane around Wilson. Puts it up, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound. Doubled up, kicks it up top, Dupre. Down low, good pass to Sedgwick, and the layup, good. Davin Sedgwick takes the assist from Ryan Dupre and lays it up. 8-4, Georgetown leads it.
Mayhew and Wilson are similar sizes, but Mayhew's got a much bigger weight advantage, so he's kind of playing bully ball with Wilson inside, and it's creating shot opportunities. That time, offensive board, kick out, and a good executed play for Georgetown.
Phelps drives the baseline, step back, his little shot, no good. Great block out and rebound for Evan Mayhew. Outlet to Sedgwick, but it's battled for, and Phelps comes away with the steal. Phelps right wing steps up, shoots an 18-foot jumper, no good. Rebound to Q Presley, and Georgetown has it.
And what I love to see right now early, the Eagles are soaring up for boards. We saw a lot against Hendrickson. They were letting them come to them, and Hendrickson was jumping in front. But this time, in the first half, first quarter, they're really attacking the boards.
Sedgwick has it right wing. Up top to Hansen. Ball tip free by Munoz. He's going to track it down to the far side. Drives down right wing. Backdoor pass to Phelps, wide open. And that'll be Phelps' first 2 points of the ball game. And Coach Green out on the court about 15 feet to get a timeout. And he'll be awarded the timeout. 1:48 remaining here in the first quarter. Georgetown leads at 8-6. Quick timeout. Eagle basketball continues in a moment. Out of the timeout, some substitutes in for both teams. For the Wolves, number three, Cameron Johnson, the senior, along with number 13, I believe, nope, number 21. Have no idea who 21 is. He wasn't on the roster, and so we'll have to get that one at the break. Number 21 in for the Wolves. Adrian Brown, Jaheim Dowd, and Lucas Lau on the floor for the Eagles. Dupre backs his man down and puts it up over Johnson and gets it to go. Dupre now with 5, and the Eagles lead it 10-6.
A good aggressive take there, trying to set an early tone.
The drive by Mekhi Bryant. The layup is good, and he's going to draw a foul. I believe that one's going to be on Adrian Brown. And that is, count the bucket for Bryant. He'll go to the free throw line for an and one situation. Cuts the lead back to 2 and a chance to make it 1. As Adrian Brown picks up his first, team second. Checking in, Legend Henderson, the senior, for the Wolves.
Bryant's had success getting to the cup early in the first quarter, but we've had Mayhew on the court to kind of negate his aggressiveness. That time Mayhew's off. He's able to finish the and one opportunity with a good 3 points there for Weiss.
Makes the free throw. It's 10-9. Georgetown by 1. 1:15 remaining. Dowd dribbles against Johnson. Picks up the dribble. Tries to get rid of it. Does to Q Presley up top. Q covered by Mekhi Bryant. Will dribble on him, stop the left elbow, kick it over to Dupre. Dupre dumps it back to Presley. What a nice pass there from Dupre to Presley to give Q the layup. He now has 3, and the Eagle lead back to 3, 12-9. 50 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Mekhi Bryant, quick fire, a 3 off the pass from the right wing. No good. Jaheim Dowd high to get the rebound for Georgetown. Off to Q Presley across the timeline, 45 seconds remaining. Q on the left wing, off a screen, picks up the dribble. Now will try to get rid of it. Does up top to Presley. 35 seconds, or to Dupre, but he's pressured and the steal by number 21. He'll drive down, kick it over to Johnson. He'll curl out on the baseline, skip past right side. 21 drops it, dribbles the ball, now picks up the dribble in the corner, gets it to Phelps. Phelps will go up contested against Lyle and lay it up and in. Nice take there by Brian Phelps. He now has 4. 17 seconds remaining. Georgetown leads it 12-11. Presley across the timeline, near side, covered by Bryant. He'll dribble past Bryant down to the baseline. Stop, pull-up jumper, short off the rim, block out there, and a rebound by Phelps. Behind the back dribble across the timeline. Legend Henderson will fire a 3 at the buzzer. It's off the backboard, no good. And the first quarter comes to an end. 12-11, Georgetown leads it after 1. We'll take another timeout, come back with second quarter action. Georgetown basketball continues live here on the SHN Sports Network. into the second quarter. Dowd, Presley, Mayhew, Lyle, and Brown on the floor for Georgetown. Phelps, Johnson, Bryant, Henderson, and number 21 for the Wolves. A backdoor pass there, a beauty to Jaheim Dowd, and he gets his first bucket. Beautiful backdoor cut, and the Eagles take the three-point lead again, 14-11. Right side on the right wing. Wolves have it. Pass up top, stolen away by Q Presley. He'll drive all the way down, undercut. His layup should have been a goaltend. How do you not call that a goaltend?
That was
it was
pretty clearly
off the
glass.
backboard.
Yes, sir.
It had already hit the backboard, and Bryant gets a piece of it. It should have been a goaltend, but it's going to go out of bounds off of the Wolves, and so Georgetown will inbound on their own baseline. Near side, 7:25 remaining. Inbound to Lyle in the corner, up to Brown. Back to Q Presley on the wing, covered by Henderson. Up top to Brown, swinging around. Dowd left side on the wing. Now to Lyle in the corner, down low to Bryant, or to Mayhew, to a cutting Lyle, and he'll be fouled on the layup attempt. And that's going to be called on Cameron Johnson, I believe, number 3. And that'll be Johnson's first personal foul. First team foul on the Wolves here in the second quarter. And that'll send Lucas Lyle to the free throw line for Georgetown.
We saw a lot of this in the fourth quarter against Hendrickson last game, where Mayhew's becoming the offensive nucleus. So they get him in the post and then allow him to either take it or make a pass. He saw the double team, a quick pass to the cutting Lyle, and he gets 2 free throws.
And knocks them both down. 16-11. Georgetown by 5. 7:05 remaining first half. Phelps across the timeline. High screen by Johnson. Covered by Dowd. Kicks it out. Johnson right wing 3. Off the back iron. No good. Rebound by Dowd. And there's a foul here on the way from the ball. It should be on Legend Henderson as he grabbed Lucas Lyle. They're going to call it on Lucas Lyle. So a battle goes the way of the Wolves after Georgetown had gotten a rebound. That'll be Lucas's first foul. Team first on Georgetown here in the second quarter. Inbound, thrown deep. Phelps battles with Dowd, and they're going to get Dowd as both kids went up for the ball. They'll get Jaheim Dowd on the foul. That'll be Jaheim's first personal foul. Second team foul on Georgetown. And now the Wolves will inbound here on the near side, near midcourt. 6:57 remaining.
An early win, though, for Georgetown because they didn't let up a good offensive set there like they did against Hendrickson on the inbound play.
Number 21 fires a free throw line jumper. It's up and good. First points for the Wolves here in the second quarter. The lead down to 3. 16-13 for Georgetown. Brown has it right wing up to Lyle. He'll quick fire a 3. It's up off the rim. No good. No one there to rebound but Phelps, and here come the Wolves. Kicks it across near side. Number 21 behind the back dribble, loses it. And a steal by Adrian Brown, and Georgetown has it with 6:25 remaining first half. Brown across the timeline near side. Kick it over to Dowd on the left side. Dowd now into the hands of Q Presley. He'll pull up, fire the 3. It's on the way, no good. Long rebound, tipped out from Lyle, but into the hands of Mekhi Bryant. Here come the Wolves, kicks it to Phelps. Phelps layup, blocked, Q Presley. Oh, baby. Phelps thought he had an easy layup. Q Presley, a great job to avoid the foul, but get the block. And here comes some subs for Georgetown.
And you really have to elevate to do that because the way he was holding it, it was right on the sides of the ball. So you have to go all the way in the top to get the block. Great elevation, great swat, and it's going to be another inbounds play.
6:09 remaining. Inbound to Legend Henderson. Off to Johnson. He'll save it from losing the turnover. Munoz check back in for number 21. Gives it to Mekhi Bryant on the left wing. Fakes the 3. Holds there. Dupre, Sedgwick, and Hanson back on the floor for Georgetown. Mekhi Bryant takes it all the way to the cup. Nice take there. He now has 5 in the ball game. And the lead down to 1 for Georgetown. 16-15. 5:45 remaining here in the first half. Dupre swings it left side to Dowd. Into the hands of Hanson. Nick holds there on the baseline, back to Dowd. Jaheim on the left wing, now to right wing, Sedgwick to Dupre, looking low for Mayhew. Skip pass over to Dowd on the baseline. No one covered him in a backdoor layup. What a pass there. Ryan Dupre, and Dowd makes him pay with a bucket. He now has 4.
And what recognition to recognize that the defense isn't paying attention to Dowd. They fell asleep, and a great pass, a great cut, a great bucket.
And Dowd did a great job of recognizing that and cutting in. Legend Henderson fires the corner 3. No good. Rebound by Dupre. And Georgetown has it with 5:10 remaining. But great heads-up play by Dowd to move without the ball. Sedgwick has it in the baseline, right side. He'll give it into Mayhew. Tip from behind. And he's fouled there, but no call. Legend Henderson slapping hands on Dowd and Mayhew. And no foul called there. Henderson will check out along with Johnson. As Blake Wilson will check back in along with Caden McCoy the number 23 for the Wolves. But a turnover on Georgetown there. 4:55 remaining first half. Munoz will bring it up across the timeline for the Wolves. 18-15, Georgetown by 3. Munoz into Mekhi Bryant. He'll take a 20-foot jump shot just inside the three-point line and knock it down. He now has 7. And the lead back to 1 for Georgetown, 18-17. Sedgwick across the timeline. Back to Hansen on the left side. Covered by Munoz. Hansen will dribble down towards the wing. Goes down low to Mayhew, covered by Wilson. Drops it to Hansen on the runner. It's no good, and Sedgwick with the rebound. His putback no good. Mayhew gets it, goes up. His shot no good, but a turnover. Hansen has it. Kicks it over to Sedgwick. Back to Dupre, left wing. He's doubled up. He'll back it up, go baseline to Sedgwick. Sedgwick up and under. Nice take! Davin Sedgwick now has 4 in the ballgame, and a great job to avoid Wilson's block. And the lead back to 3, 20-17.
The playmaking has really been on point for Georgetown today.
Munoz drives into the lane, kicks it out. Mekhi Bryant on the baseline will drive in. Kick it out. Phelps right wing 3 on the way. In and out, no good. Mayhew high to get the rebound, but then out from underneath him. It gets taken away. McCoy, good effort there, but McCoy on the end line when he landed on the ground with the ball. So Georgetown to get it back. But another thing we were talking about against Henderson, you get the rebound and the hustle comes around from behind you, not securing that ball. Got to have that for Georgetown tonight.
Yeah, you'd like to see him hold the ball up above his head a little bit longer, because then if the defender tries to make a play and jump, you can easily swat a hand, get a foul, and you don't end up putting that ball in risk.
3:40 left, first half. Dowd has it top of the key, right wing to Hansen. He'll fire a 3 left open. It's up. Good. Nick Hansen knocks down his first three-pointer. A big shot there for Georgetown. The lead up to 6, 23-17. Ahead to Munoz, right wing, back to Phelps. Phelps swings it to Bryant, left elbow, drives in the lane, and the ball knocked free out of bounds off Georgetown. Good defense there between Dupre and Mayhew as Bryant tends to force it, but his athleticism lets him get away with a lot of it. But, man, Georgetown has done a great job tonight making every shot contested for Mekhi Bryant.
Absolutely. Like I was talking about earlier, he loves to cut inside regardless of who's defending him. That time, the 2 tallest players on Georgetown's roster sandwiched him and totally shut down that opportunity.
Phelps left wing, looks for a high screen, gets it into the lane. Mayhew affects the shot, and Dupre gets the rebound. Kick it ahead, and a good hustle there by McCoy as he knocks the pass out of bounds. So Georgetown had to inbound at the midcourt stripe with 3:10 remaining in the half, but a 23-17 lead for Georgetown. And Dupre immediately told Q there, hey, my bad on that pass. So now Georgetown will inbound just on the Weiss side of the midcourt stripe, but they'll throw it in the backcourt to Q Presley. And Q will bring it up for Georgetown. Q across the timeline, far side now with 3:05 remaining first half. Dribbles on McCoy to the right elbow. Spins, backdoor cut, doesn't make the pass, gives it to Hansen. Quick fire 3 up. He got fouled, no call. The rebound tipped out. Presley chases it down for Georgetown. And then it's knocked out of bounds from behind by Munoz. Classy there. Josue Flores, the coach, gets up and helps Q off the floor. But a good hustle there by Q, and Georgetown gets it back. Inbound to Q in the front court, 2:50 remaining. Pass it near side, Sedgwick. He'll dribble up top over to Dupre, left wing, into the hands of Q. He'll pull up a baseline 3, up off the iron, no good. And a battle for the rebound. Phelps comes away with it, and the Wolves have the ball. Phelps will push it over to Mekhi Bryant, right wing, off a screen. He'll look, cut, up and under. Mekhi Bryant's layup is up and good. And a quick timeout by Coach Green. With 2:31 remaining, Mekhi Bryant, 6 of his 9 points here in the third quarter. The last 6 points in the second quarter, the last 6 points for the Wolves coming at the hands of Mekhi Bryant. Georgetown basketball presented by Matt Kike Ford Lincoln and Matt Kike Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Georgetown basketball returns in a moment. Out of the timeout, Georgetown leads it 23-19 with 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Sedgwick, Presley, Hansen, Dupre, and Mayhew on the floor, the 5 starters for Georgetown. Presley, center of the floor, across the timeline. Gives it into Mayhew at the free throw line. He'll turn away. Looks for the backdoor cut. Now he'll drive down. Step through, layup, Evan Mayhew. What a take there. He now has 4 in the ball game. And the lead back to 6, 25-19.
Yeah, Ethan Munoz is 5'9". That's just never going to work with a big post player. A great recognition, great take to the basket.
Munoz off a screen, throws up a floater, no good, and a great block out. Davin Sedgwick blocks out the big man Wilson and takes the rebound away for Georgetown. 1:50 remaining here in the first half. Q Presley in the backcourt, now across the timeline, far side to Hansen. Hansen will give it down to Mayhew on the left wing. Mayhew into Dupre, left elbow, left wide open. His jumper no good. Mayhew tips it out, but McCoy comes away with it, and here come the Wolves. Skip it ahead, Phelps down to Wilson as he got behind the defense, and Wilson lays it up and in. Mayhew almost knocked it free with a steal, but Wilson gets the bucket, and it's a 25-21 lead for Georgetown. 1:25 remaining. Presley into Dupre at the free throw line, turns, doubled up. Now he'll take Wilson to the cup. The layup up and under. Nice take by Ryan Dupre around Wilson. He now has 7, and Georgetown leads again by 6. McCoy left open left wing. He'll fire a 3. In and out it goes. No good. And Hansen had the rebound. Tipped free and into the hands of Dupre. Q Presley fakes the 3 on the outside. And the ball stripped away by Phelps. Good defense there by Phelps. But he's out of bounds as he slid, and the ball landed in his lap. So with 1:01 remaining in the first half, Stewart will come back in for Wilson for the Wolves, and Georgetown inbound on the baseline, far side, leading it 27-21. Q to a cutting Dupre, the layup off the glass, good. What a pass and what a bucket. 9 now for Dupre, the lead up to 8, largest of the ball game for Georgetown, with 50 seconds remaining first half.
It's great to see Dupre being confident after a pretty poor performance last game.
Kick it up top to Bryant. Covered by Dupre with 45 seconds. Bryant will back it out. Go back to Phelps on the baseline. Near side gives it off to Bryant. Back to Phelps off a screen. Pull up jumper by Phelps is up. Hard miss. Rebound by Q Presley. Q's going to push it. He goes up around Munoz. He's ridden hard by Munoz. No foul call. Comes off the backboard. Ahead to Phelps, left wing to a streaking Bryant. And there's a travel by Micaiah Bryant. Trying to get too fancy on that drive there with his athleticism and took some steps. Coach Canfield asking, how is that not a foul on the far end on Munoz?
And that was a clinic on what not to do in transition. We had a 3-on-1 opportunity for Georgetown, end up with nothing, and then a 5-on-2 for Weiss, and they end up with nothing.
A turnover by Weiss gives it back to Georgetown. Q in the backcourt. 15 seconds remaining across the timeline. Left side to Hansen. Down to Mayhew. 10 seconds remaining. Back to Hansen. 8 seconds remaining. Skip pass over to Dupre. Up top, Q Presley. 3 seconds remaining. Top of the key to Dupre. He'll step into the free throw line. Pull up. Fire it up at the buzzer. It's short, no good. And the first half comes to an end. 29-21. Georgetown leads by 8 at the end of the first half. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with second half action. You're listening to Georgetown Eagle Basketball live here on the SHN Sports Network.
Royalty, put blame on me. Hate my trends. Word up OG, watch how you talking your tone. What I be on, you cannot make me a clone. You already know T versus T. Tagging the limits won't fit the criteria. Here in stereo, saying American. Hang around you and your crew's embarrassing. Take that sneak post down, flexing on me is hilarious. Don't take it from me, I put it in work. Listen to see where I've been. I am the foretelling by the masses. Read by the scroll on my saber and pen. Put down the mic and he calling me in. Can I receive it? Do it for them. You living and breathing within. the OGs. They just all versions of know me. Don't get offended, it's already written, just shooting a movie. Spin me in 2 C's. Credit for me is cheated and proven. One tape down and I'm still on go, can't put in my 2 week, that's too weak. Training myself for the day that I'm making, and prove that the bruises I got as a kid made a man that could take what I had to a dream, making music and infuse it. The style and the grace of the grace and the change and the next generation, raising the bar for the taking. Wanna be on, come chase it. My love for the crew, fight myself and killing my flesh, the only direction I move. Don't need a hand if it costs me to fail. Woman to water, no lube. Saying that I'm after the second division, I say they are too. Be like a dagger, I'ma need more, this clearing the wound. Music the medicine, put down your weapons, man, how can I lose? Green of the past is better the water, that's under the rules. Body to see, word is the food, the shepherd of the Yeah, I'm the big homie. For those of y'all that don't know me, one and only, name another rapper this Cody. Can't show me these down bad rap phonies. Take a pic to Ricky Bobby shaking bake Brody. Pin rolling, never sleep, I just keep going. Hit my peak now, I just started like my name Tommy. Had a vision, this was destined for my life story. Bible by my side, I keep it like a gun on me. War ready and we ain't afraid to get bloody. Told me I should quit my day job, that's funny. Hate will always elevate me, I'ma keep showing. Out and selling, record spinning, it ain't never slowing. Take the stage, take the crown, I don't need it, got the sound. I'ma be the king forever, even when they count me out. Favorite rapper, raise a bar from the ground. Taking risks you never dreamed of, get my name up out your mouth. Don't talk, it's silent on the floor, kings walk. We gon' drag your body through the door in shock. How I got 'em asking for a tour, man, stop. I'ma need a second, maybe more. I'm the big homie, for those of y'all that don't know me. One and only, name another rapper this Cody. Can't show me these down bad rap phonies. Take a pic to Ricky Bobby shaking bake Brody. Independent on my own, on my stand. Taking handouts, not for me, I like the back of my demands. Bet against me, I'ma need that money coming in advance. I play with God's hand, you ain't never stood a chance. Take over your playlist, I'm that dude, set the mood. Know I've always been on top, I play it cool, nothing new. They said I should flex and then bring in the juice. Screw the rules, came and stuck up the game and we running fools. On the loose, I'm the big homie, for those of y'all that don't know me. One and only, name another rapper this Cody. Can't show me these down bad rap phonies. Take a pic to Ricky Bobby shaking. Yeah. I can't translate it on my own. Don't worry, I don't need Rosetta Stone. I finally found her. Music made it my home, and now we up like, look how far we have grown. Yeah, I can't translate it on my own. Don't worry, I don't need Rosetta Stone. I finally found her. Music made it my home, and now we up like, look how far we have grown. I can't. Young boy running to the same old path. Ain't got a car, no key, no gas. Change lane, no kick, same as ass. Everybody follow win and the boy get past. Now we gotta find where the winners be at. The car trend, slow flows, got a pin in the pad. Backtrack, he's locked and I'm out of the ass. World shine bright, flame start to dash. That's how it go. They go to grace, had to make it they own. Make it the tapes in a miner for gold. Seen it go plow when the be what they own. Put me in charge of my artistry, just like an artery. You know that blood is gon' flow. Ain't if elected, put him in shot, be gonna stop defibrillate and go. Clear. Translated on my own. Don't worry, I don't need Rosetta Stone. I finally found her. Music made it my home. And now we up like, look how far we have grown. Yeah, I can. Translated on my own. Don't worry, I don't need Rosetta Stone. I finally found her. Music made it my home. And now we up like, look how far we have grown. I can. I would not pay you a cool fee. Only paper I deal with is loose leaf. But do you a favor and get you a feat. Yeah, I'll make your record a movie. I do all of my stunts, Bruce Lee. Only me ever gonna produce me. On my baddest alive, getting richer. That trying is the pride I'm choosing. Give me a doc, they say I'm a genius. Must have been stuffed in my jeans. It can't be too long before I reach the top. Yeah, I gotta sell out arenas. Check out my spot, the scene getting hot. Like every time I get released. And all these rappers are claiming we dogs, but I'm the one over here holding they leashes. I can translate it on my own. Don't worry, I don't need Rosetta Stone. I finally found her. Music made it my home. And now we up like, look how far we have grown. Yeah, I can translate it on my own. Don't worry, I don't need Rosetta Stone. I finally found her. Music made it my home. And now we up like, look how far we have grown. I can.
Back here at the halftime, about a minute and a half left. Georgetown and Weiss not really going through any halftime warm-ups. Some stats to look at. Free throws, man, the free throw percentage for the Weiss Wolves out of the world. 100% in the first half. 1 of 1. It was good. You made what you had to do, but their three-point shooting, not something you normally see. 0 of 6. 10 of 21 from the inside the arc. 48%, not bad overall. 37% from the field. 13 rebounds. But look at Georgetown, 19 rebounds, 25% from behind the arc, 41% overall, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. But the turnovers, you got to love Holden. 5 for Georgetown, 5 for Weiss. A good job by Georgetown to not have a lot of wasted possessions. Those can mount up on you, especially against an athletic team like Weiss, and it didn't do so in the first half. And
something going in hand with turnovers, Georgetown has 7 assists in that first half. Weiss has 0. So you love to see the ball movement. I talked about the playmaking being at another level in that first half. They're going to have to continue that in the second because Weiss is a team that can get hot at any moment. But that first half had a lot of good things for the Eagles.
4 points for Phelps in the first half, 9 for Bryant, 6 for Wilson, and 2 for Purefoy. Purefoy is number 21. That was playing for Weiss in that first half. We start the second half. Weiss has the ball to begin the half. Nick Hansen had 3 for Georgetown. Jaheim Dowd had 4. Davin Sedgwick with 4. Ryan Dupre with 9. And Mayhew with 4. Phelps at the right elbow off a screen. Pull-up jumper, middle lane, knocks it down. And so Weiss opens up the scoring here in the second half with a bucket by Phelps. He now has 6. And the lead down to 6, 29-23. 7:35 remaining third quarter. Presley will hand it off to Dupre. Backdoor cut. Presley will run it down, give it off to Hansen in the corner. He's doubled up there, tries to get rid of it. Over to Presley, and the ball saved, but off of Stewart. Wilson comes away with it for the Wolves. 7:20 remaining third quarter. Munoz across the timeline, ahead to Bryant on the left baseline. Looks to drive on Dupre. Backs out, skips it up top to Munoz, and the Wolves reset with 7:10 remaining. 5 starters on the floor for both teams. Starting out the second half here, Munoz gets the offense going into Phelps at the free throw line. Looks for a backdoor cut, kicks it out, and he'll be fouled on the pass attempt to get it out to Mekhi Bryant. It's going to be on Nick Hansen. That'll be his first personal foul. First team foul on Georgetown. Not a lot of fouls in the first half. We'll see how that plays out here in the second half, Holden.
And something to keep in mind with that, defensively for Weiss, they're really sending a lot of doubles, and they're not getting a lot of fouls for reach-in. So they're doing it at a high level. Haven't gotten a ton of steals yet. They're going to absolutely continue that, though, and hopefully the steal luck can change.
Munoz looks to drive, left elbow, pull-up jumper, short off the rim, long rebound to Bryant. He's wide open, kicks it out to Phelps, right wing. Gives it off into the corner. Stewart, shake and bake, drives into the lane, gives it to Bryant. He'll go up and around, contested by Mayhew and a block. But they're going to call the body foul on Evan Mayhew. That'll send Mekhi Bryant to the free throw line for 2 shots. That'll be Evan Mayhew's first personal foul, second team foul on Georgetown.
Offensive rebounds are always the best chance for anybody to score because the defense is more than likely out of possession trying to get a board that they end up not getting. So you're going to have open guys at the three-point line, and then when they pass it out to him, the defense rushes, and then they vacate the middle of the court. There's a lot of opportunities for an offense. They get a foul call here.
Mekhi Bryant, first free throw on the way is good. He's now 2 for 2 in the ball game. He made the only free throw in the first half for the Wolves. 29-24. Bryant now with 10 points in the ball game. As he readies for his second free throw opportunity here. Free throw on the way, good as well. And 11 points for Mekhi Bryant. The lead down to 4 for Georgetown. 29-25. Pressure the inbound. Hansen has to get rid of it and does to Mayhew. Mayhew will give it over to Dupre. Overplayed by Bryant. There's a hold, no call. Dupre down to the free throw line. Pull up, high arcing jumper off the rim, no good. And he goes up over the backboard. But like that, what you're talking about, a lot of aggressive play, the reach in. Mekhi Bryant held Dupre at the midcourt stripe. Just slow down and get caught back up, and they don't call it.
And if we can see that from up here at about like the 8th row of the bleachers, the ref's got to be able to see that on the court.
Munoz, 6:15 remaining third quarter, dribbles across the timeline. Goes into the free throw line, stolen away by Dupre. Ahead to Presley on the kick out. Q Presley will lay it up, can't get it to go. Rebound by Wilson. Ahead to Phelps, right wing. He'll drive the baseline, up and under. The layup no good. Rebound Mayhew. Evan holds there, out to Dupre near side. Ryan will bring it across the timeline. 5:55 remaining. Drives past Phelps into the lane, and there's finally a foul called as the chop from Phelps is called on the arm of Ryan Dupre. That'll be Phelps' second personal, first team foul on the Wolves.
And going back to that last board, I talked about earlier how I wanted to see Mayhew hold the ball above his head so that swipe never got him. Oh, as they go with an inbound play quickly, Mayhew can't get it to go.
Gets his own rebound, right block, goes up contested and gets this one to go. Nice job by Evan Mayhew to keep battling. He now has 6 in the ball game. First point for Georgetown in the second half, and the lead back to 6, 31-25, 5:35 remaining. Munoz, top of the key, midway out to half court, dribbles there. Goes right side, tries to pass to Bryant. The ball stripped free. Hansen kicks it ahead. There's Q Presley on the breakout. Knocks it down! Oh, baby, Q Presley takes the assist from Nick Hansen and jams it down. He has 5 in the ball game. The lead up to 8, 33-25.
He saw the missed layup last time. Was like, I'm not taking a chance with this one. It's a two-hand jam.
Munoz up top. Into Phelps at the free throw line. Kicks it out. Stewart in the corner. Will dribble in. Back to Phelps. Free throw line. Up and under. Trickety shot. No good. Mayhew, a great hustle. Kick it ahead. Here comes Q Presley on the breakout. The layup up. Good. And a quick timeout here. Coach Green not happy with what he sees at Georgetown. Their largest lead of the night. 10 points. 35-25 at the 4:52 mark of the third quarter. Quick timeout. Eagle basketball continues in a moment. Of the quick timeout, Purifoy back on the floor for the Wolves. Across to Henderson, right wing. He'll fire a 3. It's up and good. Legend Henderson comes off the bench. And his first shot is a big three-pointer, his first points of the ball game. And it's 35-28, 4:35 remaining. Hansen, far side for the Eagles across the timeline. Top of the key, into the hands of Ryan Dupre. Near side to Q Presley. The Eagles slowing it down here. Spreading it out as Q Presley left wing gives it off to Dupre. Dupre looking low, but now he'll hold there. Push a man through, kicks it over to Sedgwick, right wing, into the hands of Hansen on the baseline, covered tightly there by Johnson. Misses the pass from Hansen. Bryant with it. He'll go up contested and dunk it down. What a take there. Mekhi Bryant. He now has 13. 35-30. Hansen on the right wing. Back to Q Presley. Steps up. Dribble drive up to the free throw line. Pull up jumper off the rim and gets the kind roll. Nice bucket there for Q Presley. And Georgetown lead back up to 7, 37-30.
You can feel the tempo of this game has really ramped up these last couple possessions.
Henderson to a cutting Bryant. Right block, spins, kicks it out. Purefoy, left wing, drops it to Bryant, and he takes it in the lane. He'll be fouled on the way to the bucket. See if they get the foul on here. That'll send Mekhi Bryant back to the free throw line. They're going to get it on Evan Mayhew. That'll be Evan's second personal foul. Third team foul on Georgetown. And Mekhi Bryant, who's 3 for 3 from the free throw line, goes back again here for 2 more. 3:37 remaining here in the third quarter. Mekhi Bryant with 13 points in the ball game, knocks down the free throw, now has 14. 37-31. Sedgwick, Presley, Dupre, Hanson, Mayhew on the floor for Georgetown. The subs get ready to come in here for the Eagles. It's got to be number 3, Holden Tuma, the senior checks in. Hyatt Tuma, I'm going to get him right. Lucas Lyle and Jaheim Dowd all check in for Georgetown. Mayhew, Hanson, and Sedgwick will come out. Mekhi Bryant readies for his second free throw. Free throw on the way is off. No good. Battle for the rebound, and Henderson comes away with it for Weiss. Up top to Johnson. He'll give it off to Phelps, and the Wolves reset with 3.5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Right side to Purefoy, the freshman. Down low to Bryant on the right baseline, covered by Lyle. Kicks it out. Henderson, quick fire, another 3. It's up. It's good. He now has 6 in the quarter, and the lead down to 3, 37-34. Jaheim Dowd will dribble up. Purefoy will pick him up at the midcourt stripe. Dowd holds it to a cutting Q. Presley, tries to pass it. It's knocked out, but Q will run it down for Georgetown. He'll be doubled up, splits the defense, drives down, and he'll curl out and slow it down. Up top to Lyle. Over to Dupre, right wing. High arcing 3 on the way. Off the rim, no good. Phelps with the rebound. Here come the Wolves. Phelps to Purefoy. Kick it ahead. Mekhi Bryant on the baseline. Up top to Phelps. Right side, Henderson, another 3. It's on the way. It's good. 3 for 3 in the quarter, 9 points. And it's a tie ball game, 37-37.
And the place has come absolutely alive. A 10-point lead has vanished. And Legend Henderson 3 for 3, and he's been a high impact player on defense too.
Presley's going to drive all the way in. How do you not call something? The ball loose. Henderson to Bryant. Bryant's going to drive down, up and around Dupre. The layup good. 39-37. Weiss has come back from 10 down and taken a 2-point lead. 2:10 left here in the third quarter. Ahead to Tuma on the right wing. Up top to Dowd. Dowd will drive on Purefoy, and finally a foul call there. That's his first, team second. Georgetown just begging for any kind of call. The heavy defensive pressure is fine, but man, the players are getting bodied up and slapped around, reaching for the ball, and no calls. They're letting them play. Dowd will inbound to the backcourt. Q. Presley will go get it. 2 minutes remaining, third quarter. 39-37. Weiss has taken a 2-point lead. Dowd up top to Dupre. Right wing to Tuma. To a cutting Dupre. Right side, loses it, gets it back. Tries to go low. Bryant with a steal. Ahead to Phelps. Phelps on the breakout. The dunk. And now a timeout by Coach Canfield as the Wolves have taken a 4-point lead on the dunk by Phelps. 41-37. Quick timeout. Eagle basketball continues in a moment. Out of the timeout, it'll be Dowd, Presley, Mayhew, Dupre, and Tuma on the floor for Georgetown. The Wolves are going to go to a full court pressure with 1:45 remaining third quarter, and they lead by 4. What a pass to Presley, and Presley is going to be whistled for a double dribble. Turnover by the Eagles, and the Wolves get it back. 1:40 remaining. 41-37, Purefoy. Inbounds to Stewart, back to Purefoy across the timeline, left side. Slows it down for the Wolves. Looks for a screen, gets it from Johnson, top of the key. Purefoy, quick pull fire on the three, no good. And there's Jaheim Dowd, fouled from behind. And they'll call it, no, they're going to call it out on Stewart. He hit Jaheim in the head. I get letting him play. I don't let him play to the point people get hurt. Jaheim Dowd got smacked in the back of the head, but they call it out on Stewart. Tuma gets the inbound, back to Dowd. 1:25 remaining. Dowd in the backcourt across the timeline, picked up by Purefoy. Dribbles into a double team. It's loose. Dupre gets it. Covered by Johnson. He'll drive on Johnson all the way. Reverse layup, counted, and one. What a take there by Ryan Dupre. Count the bucket. The foul whistled on number 3, Cameron Johnson. That'll be his second personal foul, just the third team foul on the Wolves. And Dupre, it's the 2-point bucket, a chance at a 3-point play to cut it to a 1-point deficit.
And a big-time shot just to end the run that Weiss was going on.
Free throw short. Makai Bryant, rebound tipped out. It's loose on the floor. Johnson has it for the Wolves. Back to Henderson. 1 minute, 5 seconds remaining, third quarter. Henderson over to Purefoy, left side. 1 minute remaining, third quarter. 1 minute up top to Bryant. Bryant looks for a high screen, gets it right elbow out to Johnson. He'll fire a three. It's up, good. Leave them open. They're knocking them down here in the third quarter. Johnson's first points. And now a foul here by Purefoy against Q Presley with 44 seconds remaining. A 5-point lead for the Wolves, their largest of the ball game. A foul on Purefoy, his second. Team fourth. Inbound to the backcourt to Q Presley. 44-39, the Wolves lead it. Presley against Stewart. Drives down, right block, runner up, good. What a take there by Q Presley. He has 8 in the quarter. And the lead down to 3, 44-41. Makai Bryant will bring it across the timeline. 22 seconds remaining. Looks to dribble, drive all the way down. Kicks it out. Purefoy in the corner. Dribbles down, up and around. Mayhew blocks it. Tuma fights for it, but Purefoy comes away with it. Out to Johnson, right wing three on the way. Up, no good. Backside rebound, put back, no good. Dupre with the rebound. He'll push it out for Georgetown. 3-on-2, backdoor pass to Dowd, layup, good. And right at the buzzer, a good bucket there. What a pass by Ryan Dupre to Jaheim Dowd, and it's a 1-point game at the end of 3. 44-43, the Wolves lead it after 3. Quick timeout, Eagle basketball returns in just a moment. Go to the start of the fourth quarter. Georgetown inbound, trailing by 1, 44-43. Starting 5 on the floor for Georgetown. Purefoy, Phelps, Johnson, Henderson, and Bryant on the floor for the Wolves. Sedgwick left wing, covered by Henderson. Goes down to Mayhew, stolen by Makai Bryant. He's going to push it up. Backdoor pass to Purefoy, layup good.
The pass was just too telegraphed, so it allowed it way too easy of a read for Bryant, who's already hyper-athletic.
46-43, the Wolves by 3. 7.5 minutes left in the ball game. Down to Dupre on the right block. Spins the baseline, goes up, contested, can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Pump fake, goes up, blocked by Bryant out of bounds. And Georgetown inbound, 7:22 remaining.
And you'd love to see him dish that out at that point because he's got 2 people on him. Trying to go up for a shot is essentially praying for a foul. That time doesn't get it.
Presley inbounds to Dupre in the right corner. Will drive on Henderson. Man-to-man, tough defense. No good. Tries to drop the pass low. Scramble for it. Loose on the floor. Should be a jump ball, and it's going to come away here. And that'll be the Weiss Wolves getting that one on the alternating possession. Bray gets back up slowly there, but now the Wolves will inbound. So the Eagles turn it back over. 7:13 remaining. They trail by 3, 46-43. Outscored in the third quarter, 23-14. A big swing for the Wolves. Purifoy across the timeline. Covered by Hansen now. Over near the scorer's table. Over to Bryant near side. Skip pass over to Purifoy in front of the Wolves bench. Into Phelps, left elbow. Kick it out. Johnson, corner 3. On the way. It's off. No good. Backside rebound by Q Presley. And they're going to let him play. It's surprising. They're doing it both ways, so I give them credit. But it's almost not fun to watch when you call that a travel and not a push on Mekhi Bryant. But the Wolves get it right back. Turnover on the Eagles. 6:48 remaining. Inbound. Johnson saves it, gives it off to Bryant, right wing. He'll take an NBA 3. The bank shot no good. The rebound tip for Mayhew to the hands of Q Presley. And there's a foul finally called. I get the pressure defense, but at some point it has to give, and it did there as Purifoy picks up his third personal foul. First team foul on the Wolves.
And that double team has been a consistent theme throughout this game. They managed it well in the first half, but the defensive pressure from Weiss has really caused Georgetown a lot of problems in the second.
And the rest of the team has to recognize they're going to go to that quick double team and go help. Presley has it right side. Dribbles against Phelps. 6:25 remaining. Back to Sedgwick. Down low to Dupre on the right baseline against Henderson. Spins the baseline. Goes up contested and gets it to go. What a take there. Ryan Dupre now with 13 of the ball game. And the Eagles trail by 1. 46-45. Bryant across the timeline for the Wolves. Top of the key. Left wing to Henderson. Back up top to Bryant. Bryant overplayed. Kicks it out to Purifoy in the corner. Back to Bryant. Right block. Spins baseline. Trips. Should have been a travel, but they're going to call a foul. He traveled with the ball. You're going to call a foul on David Sedgwick, but Bryant traveled in his spin move, and Coach Canfield's wanting some clarification. You're going to call that a foul, but you're not calling something else. That'll be a foul on David Sedgwick, his first, team first on Georgetown, as Jaheim Dowd will check in for Sedgwick, who took a shot to the shoulder. Purifoy to inbound. Into Henderson, right wing, spots up for a three-pointer. Bank shot good. He's hot. That's 4 3-pointers. And Henderson talking his trash as has 12 all here in the second half. The lead up to 4 again, 49-45, 5:45 remaining. Hansen, shake and bake Purifoy all the way in. The runner good. What a take there by Nick Hansen off the dribble. He now has 5. 49-47, Weiss by 2, 5:35 remaining. Ahead to Henderson in the corner. Covered by Dupre. Into Phelps at the left elbow. Tries to go up, kicks it out. Johnson fakes the 3. Step in. 18-foot jumper is brick. No good. Batted free by Purifoy, out of bounds. Georgetown basketball.
The energy from the building has really fed the players this entire second half. That run that Weiss ran on really blew the place up. They've hit a lot of shots. They played good defense. It's really been a remarkable comeback in this second half to retake the lead.
And Georgetown's got to ride that storm and try to break that momentum back on their side. Dowd back to Presley. Skip it over to Hansen, right side. Looking low, will go to Dupre. He's doubled up, splits the double team. Layup good! Ryan Dupre on a good feed from Nick Hansen. Lays it up and in. He now has 15, and the Eagles have tied it up. 49-49. Henderson over to Bryant, left wing. Bryant holds there, pressured by Nick Hansen. Near side to Henderson, covered by Q. Baseline to Johnson, up to Phelps on the right elbow. Skip it out. Purifoy left open on the baseline. He'll fire a 3. It's off, no good. Jaheim Dowd, and his head hit the floor. Hopefully he's all right. He got taken down. You got to call that foul, and they do on Mekhi Bryant. Jaheim Dowd hit the floor hard. He gets up, shakes it off. Not the top defensive back in Georgetown for a reason. That'll be the first foul on Mekhi Bryant. Just the second team foul on the Wolves. Georgetown has it back with 4.5 minutes remaining in the ball game, and we're tied up 49-49. Presley across the timeline, top of the key. Into Mayhew at the free throw line. Backdoor cut is knocked free by Bryant, out of bounds. And Georgetown will inbound. Purifoy will check out. Munoz will check back in for the Wolves.
I think at this point in the game, with how well Dupre is playing, any possession that doesn't have him at least touch the ball would be a missed opportunity for the Eagles.
Coach Canfield's going to take a timeout, give his team a breather, and we'll take it with him. 4:22 remaining, and a chance to thank Mack Hike, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Mack Hike Ford Lincoln that bring you Georgetown Eagle basketball free of charge here on the SHN Sports Network. We'll be right back. back out of the timeout. 4 minutes, 22 seconds remaining in the ball game. It's tied up, 49-49. Presley, Dowd, Hanson, Dupre, and Mayhew on the floor for Georgetown. Munoz, Bryant, Phelps, Johnson, and Henderson on the floor for the Wolves. Q Presley to inbound. Q set to get it in. He'll throw it deep. Dupre gets it just before half. And the Eagle offense will reset over to Dowd, right side. Dowd covered by Henderson. They switch up the matchups now and put Phelps on Dupre. Hanson, left wing, dribbles down, picks up the dribble, trying to go in low to Mayhew. It's tipped by Bryant out of bounds. Georgetown will inbound with 4:06 remaining. Tough pass there with the athletic Bryant face guarding against Mayhew.
Yeah, even with Mayhew's size advantage, that's going to be really hard to try to loop it over the clearly athletic, and he's going to jump Bryant and try to get Mayhew the ball.
Mayhew just looked at Hanson and said, little higher, little higher. Just gave him the old 1 inch. Dupre gets the inbound up top, covered by Phelps. Over to Dowd on the right side. Dowd over to Hanson near side. 3:55 remaining in the ball game. Now Presley has it right wing. Munoz on him, dribbles in, kicks it out. Dowd left wing. Dowd will hold there, looking to post up Dupre. Can't get it to him. Now he'll drive in the lane. Kick it out to Mayhew. Up top, reset to Presley. 3:40 remaining in the ball game. 49-49. Presley with Munoz on him. Dribbles there, off a high screen for Mayhew. Presley, he'll go all the way to the rim. The runner can't get it to go, but there's the foul that's going to be called there on Munoz. On the push off there, he kind of gave both the double shove there. That'll send Q to the free throw line. That's Munoz's first personal foul, third team foul on the Wolves.
And great ball control and great patience to wait for the opportunity to arise rather than trying to force something and potentially put the ball in harm's way. And he's getting 2 free throws as a result.
Presley's first free throw on the way. Rattles in and out, rolls around. Can't get it to go. Dowd will check out. Davin Sedgwick back in. 3.5 minutes left here in the ball game. It's a good one, 49-49. Playoff type atmosphere for both teams. You got to win these ball games. Presley's second free throw rattles in and out, no good. Rebound Mekhi Bryant for the Wolves. Loses the dribble across the timeline into the hands of legend Henderson. And he'll reset for the Wolves up top to Munoz. Munoz out near midcourt, covered by Nick Hansen. 3:15 remaining in the ball game. Munoz will dribble off a screen. Kicks it over to Phelps, right wing. Phelps looks to drive. Mayhew blocked it. They're going to call the body foul on Evan Mayhew. That's his third, team second. And that'll send Brian Phelps to the free throw line for 2 shots. Phelps' first trip of the night. He has 8 in the ball game to this point.
Something interesting to note about that possession was that Mekhi Bryant was sitting in the corner the whole time. You have to wonder, he is not subbed out of this game at all, how gassed he is, how much energy he has left. 3 minutes to go and potentially what is a playoff game.
Phelps to the free throw line with 3:07 remaining. First free throw from Phelps is good. Wolves take the lead back, 50-49. Five for 6 from the free throw line tonight so far are the Wolves. Chance to make it 6 for 7 if Phelps can knock this one down. The free throw on the way is off and now rolls around and drops in. So Phelps knocks them both down. The lead back up to 2 now for the Wolves. 3 minutes remaining in the ballgame. 3 minutes, 51-49. The Wolves lead by 2. Presley across the timeline. Right side, dribbles up top. Goes to Mayhew in the free throw line. Drives down, right block runner. Blocked by Bryant off the backboard. Nice play there. And the ball's into the Wolves' hands. Phelps kicks it out to Henderson. Back to Phelps, left block. Turnaround jumper up good. Phelps with 4 quick points and the lead back up to 4. 53-49. 2:35 remaining. Dupre across the timeline, right side into the hands of Q Presley. Down to Mayhew on the right baseline. Spins into the lane. He'll go up against Bryant. The left-handed shot, no good. Rebound by legend Henderson. And Coach Canfield beside himself. He can't get a foul. Bryant back to Munoz near side. 2:15 remaining in the ball game. 53-49. Pass to Bryant. Almost picked off by Henderson. Now Bryant's going to drive all the way in. Loses it out of bounds. I'm going to say out of bounds off Georgetown. Looked like Bryant just lost control of the ball.
Yeah, I didn't see Mayhew getting a piece of that one. Obviously, they have a better angle at the actual play than we do.
2:10 remaining. Munoz to inbound for the Wolves. Can't get the ball in. Coach Green calls the timeout. We'll join them. 2:10 remaining here in the ballgame. 53-49, Weiss by 4. Georgetown Eagle boys basketball will return here in a moment on the SHN Sports Network. Come back out of the timeout. We'll try to set the stage for you. 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Georgetown trails 53-49. Dupre, Mayhew, Sedgwick, Hanson, and Presley on the floor for Georgetown. Henderson, Phelps, Johnson, Bryant, and Munoz on the floor for the Wolves. Wolves will inbound. Henderson to inbound. Gets it into Johnson in the corner. Out top to Munoz. Covered by Hanson, near side. Throws it to Bryant. Bryant looks to dribble drive on Mayhew. Does. Blocked Mayhew. Oh my. I was going to say, if he calls a foul, Canfield's going to get kicked out. We may get kicked out. Mayhew just took Bryant's cookie from him. They call a jump ball and the block shot. Alternating possession. Ball back to Georgetown. What a block there by Evan Mayhew.
And what a job to stay ahead of the very quick and athletic Bryant. He made a move and got around him initially, but a great recovery by Mayhew to get the block.
Alley-oop backdoor. Sedgwick lays it up. Misses it short. Rebound by Johnson, and here come the Wolves. A great pass from Dupre to Sedgwick. This couldn't get the bucket to go. 53-49, Munoz across the timeline. 1:35 remaining to Bryant on the right wing. Bryant up top, gives it over to Phelps on the left side, covered tightly by Hanson. Phelps looks to drive, the push-up, the steal on the backside by Presley, but Phelps tracks it down. Kicks it up top to Munoz. Henderson right wing, baseline to Bryant. He'll take the shot, but he traveled. I was going to say, good call there, late whistle. But he had if he was just turned and shot it, but he brought his right foot back, moved both pivot feet, traveled, turnover, and an opportunity for Georgetown here. You've got to capitalize on the turnovers now.
And you got to capitalize on the fact that Henderson did not take an open three when he had an opportunity. He's 4 of 4 in the second half.
Q Presley, right side to Sedgwick, into the hands of Hanson. 1:10 remaining to Dupre, right wing. Off the screen, fakes the pull-up, goes to Mayhew in the lane. Gets it, goes up around Phelps, and good. Evan Mayhew. What a bucket there. He now has 8, and the Eagles trail by 2. 53-51, 55 seconds remaining. Munoz in the backcourt. He'll be fouled by Q Presley. That'll be Q's second personal foul. That'll be the third team foul on Georgetown. And Coach Canfield wants to take a timeout. 53 seconds remaining here in the ball game. It's just going to be a quick 30-second timeout. We'll come back. The Wolves lead at 53-51 here on the SHN Sports Network. Inbound to Bryant, left wing, and he'll be fouled there. He'll get the foul on Nick Hanson. That'll be Nick's second personal foul. 14th foul on Georgetown. 50.2 seconds remaining. They'll have to foul one more time to get the Wolves into the bonus. You don't want to foul Makai Bryant. He's hot from the free throw line. Get it into Munoz, and he's fouled quickly by Davin Sedgwick. That'll be Sedgwick's second personal foul, 15th foul. That'll send Ethan Munoz to the free throw line. Munoz scoreless in the ball game. But a big opportunity here for both teams. If Munoz can knock them down, he can knock them both down, makes it a two-possession game with 49 seconds remaining. The lefty ready's first free throw on the way is good. Substitutions here. McCoy will come in with Stewart. Henderson and Johnson will check out for the Wolves. Ethan Munoz, the 5'9" senior guard, readies for his second free throw on the way. Good. Rolls around and drops in. And now Blake Wilson will check back in. 55-51. The Wolves by 4, 49 seconds remaining.
So Georgetown's got to just get the best shot. There's still plenty of time to continue to attack the rim with twos, but obviously a three is ideal.
Presley's going to take it all the way to the bucket, and he'll be fouled. They're going to call that on Mekhi Stewart. That'll send Presley to the free throw line. This is where you got to make the free throws and get the points with the clock stopped.
You touched on it. I believe Georgetown's missed 4 free throws in the game, which would have them tied if they make those. 2 opportunities here for Q, who missed both of his attempts on his last go-around.
Q on the night, 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Very uncharacteristic for Presley. Q settles in here. The first free throw on the way is good. 12 points of the night to this point for Presley. Johnson and Henderson check back in with Munoz. Wilson, McCoy, and Stewart check out. Presley back to the free throw line for his second opportunity. Chance to make it a one-possession ball game, and does. Q knocks them both down. 55-53, the Wolves by 2. Henderson inbounds to Bryant. Keep him in the backcourt. Munoz gets it ahead to Phelps. Phelps ahead to Johnson. Backdoor, Henderson wide open, layup good. They break the press. Inbound quickly, 57-53. Presley stripped by Henderson, or by Munoz. Mekhi Bryant will go down and dunk it. The lead up to 6, 59-53. Quickly ahead, Dupre behind the back, top of the key, kick it over to Hanson. Right baseline 3, fired off, no good. Rebound Munoz with 12 seconds left, and a foul by Jaheim Dowd. Now that'll send Munoz to the free throw line, and this one is all but over for Georgetown. 59-53. Henderson in the second half has 14 points.
They had an opportunity to win on that press early, but the athleticism of Mekhi Bryant allowed him to soar up and snatch a 50-50 ball, made it 70-30 ball, as the first free throw is good. And that really allowed them to kind of break Georgetown's defensive setup, and it created the outlet pass to the corner, wide open man for an easy layup, and like you said, more than likely all but over.
7-point lead now. Munoz, one more to come. This free throw is up. It is good. 8-point lead. 61-53. 13 seconds remaining. The inbound from Dowd, stolen by Munoz, and that's going to end the ball game here at Weiss High School. 7 seconds remaining. Ahead to Bryant.
A very fitting way to end, because
Coach Green told Bryant, do not go dunk that ball. He had it wide open. The ball game is over. 61-53. Weiss avenges the loss earlier in the season to Georgetown by winning one at home, 61-53 over your Georgetown Eagles. Weiss improves to 4-4 in district, and it's a tough loss for Georgetown. It drops them to 4-5, 19-12 overall. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back, finish it up. Eagle basketball continues in a moment here on the SHN Sports Network. back here live at Weiss High School, and what a rough ending to that one as Georgetown fell behind to the Weiss Wolves in the third quarter and had a chance, got back even there in the fourth quarter, 49-49. And from that point on, they went on a 12-4 run to end the ball game and win it by 8 here over Georgetown. And a big loss for Georgetown now with the playoff hunt at 4-5 on the standings going into your last 3 games. You have a bye on Friday. Now Weiss back to 4-4. They'll play out the rest of their season. But Georgetown in a tough situation here. Now you've got to have help at this point from Hendrickson, Pflugerville, Conley. You've got to have some losses to give yourself a chance to get back, and you've got to win out from this point on.
And we talked about this last week against Henderson when they dropped that game. You do not want to put yourself in a position where you have to go into Eastview and win to make the playoffs. Eastview has the 1 seed locked up. They kind of steamrolled through this district 8-0 leading into today. That was the situation that they really needed to avoid, and they've dropped the 2 games that have led them right down that road. So like you said, at this point, they really have to win out to have a good shot at still making the playoffs, but at this point, they're at the outside looking in.
Weiss was led on the night by number 5, Makai Bryant. He had 18, 12 from Phelps, one of the other starters, 4 for Munoz, 6 for Wilson, 3 for Johnson, 4 for Purefoy. But off the bench in the second half, it's Legend Henderson who knocks down 4 threes, has 14 points in the ballgame, all in the second half. And you talk about a difference maker. He got hot to the point he even banked in a three-pointer. At that point, you got to talk your noise if you're Legend Henderson. You stepped up in the second half and made a difference, 14 points, and they end up winning by 8. Georgetown led by Ryan Dupre. He had 15 on the night, 13 for Q Presley, 5 for Hanson, 4 for Sedgwick, 8 for Mayhew, 6 for Jaheim Dowd, and 2 for Lucas Lyle. Friday night, enjoy the night off. Go watch the girls play. They are fun to watch. They are in a battle tonight at home again on senior night, a very big night for that senior class. And best of luck to the Lady Eagles as they continue to dominate through District 23 on the female side of it. And so Friday night, you have a bye here. The Georgetown boys get a night off, maybe what they need coming up on the last 3 games to try to regroup, regather, and attack, because they're going to have to win them to be able to make it into the playoffs. 61-53, a tough loss here on the road for the Georgetown Eagles. They fall to the Weiss Wolves. Georgetown, 19-12 on the year now. They are 4-5 in district. The Weiss Wolves, 13-17, 4-4 in district, as they will go on and play on Friday night. Final thoughts, Holden?
They've had opportunities tonight. They had opportunities against Hendrickson these last 2 games, and they ended up dropping them both in the second half. And you hate to see that become a recurring trend late in the season. Maybe early in the season when they're still getting the rust off, gelling together, you can see some second halves where the team just doesn't they look out of sorts. But this late in the season, you love to see the second halves be when these teams excel. And in these last 2 games, when playoffs on the line, Georgetown has really struggled to match the energy coming from their opponents, and they've gotten overwhelmed in back-to-back games.
A tough task for Coach Canfield and this Georgetown boys basketball team, but a battle they've got to play, and they've got to hit it face on in the next 3 games. Enjoy the night off on Friday night. We'll be back live on Tuesday. It'll be Holden Tuma and Jerry Ann Harmon bringing you Georgetown basketball against the Pflugerville Panthers live here on the SHN Network. Have a good week, have a good weekend, and enjoy the break. Thanks for joining us tonight. Never cost a dime to be kind. Have a good night, everybody.
Nope.